Today was eat a burger at 3:45 as your first meal of the day to try to get the grease and fries to soak up the booze day to just wow, incapable of dealing with any outside forces day. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy. I hope you had a hell of a weekend. I definitely did. It's Sunday, October 24th, and we got some things to talk about today. As always, on Sundays, we do our Ask Me Anything show. So if you have questions about my life, what was going on in my weekend, what's going on with the movie, how work's going, love, life, family, whatever. If you have advice questions about what's happening in your life. So if you need career advice or familial advice, or y'all know all the things, or if you just want to give some love and comments and questions about, I don't know, aliens and shit, send in those Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Thanks to my amazing mod, Jake Yakavetta, for putting that link in. Sorry that we are up so late today. I actually, despite my current appearance, was working today with a hangover. Cheers to all the heroes out there that work through hangovers. Y'all are the real ones. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people consistently drink every day and work through the hangover. I feel like when I was in college, I could be drinking until 4 a.m. I could have class at 7 a.m. and I would go and be like fresh as a daisy. Now, although even when I would go fresh as a daisy, there was that one time I forgot to wear pants. Did I ever tell you guys that story? It's kind of unbelievable. Anyway, send in Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. I want to hear from you. Also, I have to, usually on the AMAs, I don't have headlines, but as the biggest Friends fan that I know, I really want to pay respect to James Michael Tyler, who played Gunther on the show, who passed away today at age 59, or was announced today that he had passed away from cancer. I have no statistics to back this up, but I just feel like cancer is taking fucking so many people in the last couple of years. Like I feel like we're supposed to be seeing less people die of cancer, not more people die of cancer. And I know that it's probably science would say otherwise, that it's not more people that are dying of cancer, but some really notable people have died of cancer recently. And it's just fucking sad and frustrating. And the lack of research and money. And I just can't believe how long people have been dying from cancer. There's got to be a day in which cancer doesn't kill people anymore. Or we prevent it early enough that it doesn't kill people anymore. And it's so frustrating. He died of prostate cancer, and his dying wish was for everybody to go get checked. And that he said his biggest regret was not listening to his wife about his health and taking it seriously. Because when the earlier you catch things, the more preventable they are. And that's just the way that it is. And that's a lesson to me and to all of you guys. I suck at this stuff. I suck at this. I need to go to the doctors. And I suck at actually dealing with my health. I know a lot of you guys do too. So it's just really fucking sad. And he brought so much joy to so many people. So we'll be talking about him as well on the show today. Send in your Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's start with you guys in the Streamlabs. Also, it is Sunday, so don't forget that it's World Girl Sunday, which means that we'll be live tonight talking about Dune and our favorite sci-fi movies. Knowing me, I'll probably throw in some sci-fi TV shows, although something that I do struggle with is knowing what is sci-fi. I don't know if any of you guys have that issue, and I'll talk more about that on the show tonight. But for some reason, as a genre, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on what's comedy, what's drama, what is can't think of any other genre, rom-com, what is horror, what is, something about sci-fi and fantasy. They kind of get mixed up with things. Like I said, I thought Star Wars was a sci-fi movie. Dorina told me it was not a sci-fi movie. It's a fantasy movie. But she said Star Trek is a sci-fi film. So I don't know. Like Are Lost and Leftovers sci-fi? When I was looking at a list online of sci-fi shows, it said one of the greatest shows of all sci-fi shows of all time is Flash. I think of superhero as its own genre. I don't think of Flash as a sci-fi show, but I guess it is a time travel and multiple Earths show. So, in what way is it not sci-fi? I just really struggle with this, figuring out what qualifies as sci-fi. Anyway, what are you guys talking about in the Streamlabs? Let's check it out. Coming in today from the first Streamlabs. This is my first Streamlabs of today, and also my first super chatter ever. Lloyd Nance in the house. What up, Lloyd? He says, "Hi, Roxy." Hi, Lloyd. Hope you're well. Thank you for your service, my dear. G. Smith in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider says, probably can't make live, but I loved bosom buddies. Roxy not being able to say the word bosoms, but having them. I loved bosom buddies and also enjoyed Evil Season 1. Those Celtics playing like selfish trash. I think it'll be revealed that Kyrie wasn't the only problem there. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, though. It's early. We got to figure some things out. The call is coming from inside the Celtics house. Yeah. It's coming from inside the Celtics house. My brother agrees with you on this. We'll see what happens. At least the Patriots won today. It kind of was a tough week to be a Boston fan with the Red Sox and the Celtics. But, if there's anybody I can feel pretty confident that we're going to beat, it's the Jets. So good on us today for not fucking that up royally. I guess we'll take that. All right, going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider. My girl, Star Gonzalez says, "Hey, Roxy, I hope you're doing well. Looking lovely today, as always." Thanks, Star. I don't know about looking lovely. I have no makeup on, not even fucking moisturizer, although I look greasy because I just housed a burger and fries. Sending you an abundance of love and whatever it is you need your way. Thanks, Star. You are such a fucking doll always, and I appreciate you. And I'm sending that love and whatever you need right back towards you. Send in questions, comments, concerns, streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider. No, not everybody can financially support. It is weird times. If you can, thank you. You guys are the ones who keep the show going. If you cannot, thank you for showing up. You guys mean the world to me. Shout out to everybody who joins the Rock Stars and is here live, and everybody who watches this after the fact, including Glenn Caesar, Manny Gonzalez, G. Smith, Chris Martinez, John Get Bent, Kurt Hagans, Jake Yacovetta, keep scrolling. John Mastrina, Star Gonzalez, John Perillo, Cena Bigelow, Third Turd, Matt Munoz, Colin McGoldrick, Scott Welsh, and everybody in here. Appreciate you all. Langley, M. Neely, Jeremy Miller, Ryan Peterson, Mohammed Belsin, Rednax 42. All right. To all my friends, y'all are the shit, and thank you for being here. Mark Jason Ali, thanks for showing up, my dudes. I use dudes as a gender neutral, so my dudes are all the people. Also, congratulations to my DC Movie News co-host, Adam Gertler, who had a beautiful, healthy baby that was born, I think, yesterday. Poppy Sue, which is the cutest name I've ever heard. And I texted him. He just texted me back. I'm so happy for him. It's crazy to watch when your coworkers, we started DC Movie News in 2014. I've been working with Adam, known him for 7 years now. And to watch the life phases, when I met him, he didn't even have a girlfriend. Or I think he did, but a different girlfriend. And then, when you know, and he found his beautiful wife, and they now have this baby, and it's crazy to see. So I'm really happy for him. And I know that we just did a DC Movie News reunion. So I just wanted to give you guys that little update. Send Adam love on the socials, on the social medias. And send yourself love and me love in here. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStrider. Let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs. Today is an AMA. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts, anything going on with you guys in the Streamlabs currently. Glenn Caesar said, hello and happy World Girl Sunday. Roxy, sending you well wishes. And a thank you for hanging out with us today. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you, your dad, Sky, Jet, Grammy, Papo, and your family. Please be most excellent to yourselves and each other, RJ and Rockstars. We'll do the best we can, Glenn. Thank you, my dear. Leonard Kim says, happy Sunday, Dimple Tits. Roxy, how are you doing? What's a Pats win what a Pats win, even if it is against the Jets. If someone chose to live on the outskirts of LA, what are some good places to look at? The hair looks pretty and dig in the tie-dye. Thanks, Leonard Kim. Appreciate you. I got this tie-dye thing off of Amazon at the beginning of quarantine. It was like $10 and it is the softest shit ever. I don't really like the tie-dye pattern because it kind of makes me look like, I'll show you guys. It like kind of makes me look like cotton candy. This one's just like very, I don't know if the globe was cotton candy. So, but it's so fucking soft, and I dig it, and I appreciate you. The outskirts of LA, I don't know that much about the outskirts of LA and like prices and all that stuff because in the 12 years I've lived here, I've only lived in Los Angeles. I was with somebody from Orange last night though, and they seem to really like Orange County. I have friends who live in Ventura County. I think that Santa Barbara, I don't know if you call it the outskirts, it's 90 minutes away, but it's fucking gorgeous. And I have friends who live in Ojai. Ojai is really nice as well. So maybe some of those places. South Bay, I guess, is part of LA. So, but kind of on the outskirts. Those are some. Are you thinking about moving here, Leonard Kim? Give us more info. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Says rest in peace to James Michael Tyler. 59 is still kind of young. It's more than kind of young. 59 is young. Rest in peace to Peter Scolari too, Roxy and rock stars and everyone who's battling. Thank you for doing so and for showing up and being a support for the people around you whenever, however you can. You win. We all win. I appreciate you saying that, Glenn. I feel like 59 is really fucking young. I mean, it used to not be as young as it is now, but people are living longer and longer. And like people at 59 are young and working and some of them are in like sicker shape than I am. Yes, thank you for the reminder to talk about Peter because we didn't do a show yesterday. And I think that that's when that came out or 2 days ago. Awful. That's why we were talking about bosom buddies earlier, I think. Or at least I gathered that's why we were talking about bosom buddies. Maybe not, maybe unrelated, but I think that's why G. Smith was mentioning bosom buddies. Also going on in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Let's see what's going on with Amanda show. Thanks, Amanda, in the Streamlabs. So I've been watching old AMA World Girl videos, and I'm curious, where did all these size and micro penis questions come from? LOL. I think that, and the people in here who have penises can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that this comes from society. I think that society has convinced us that the size of your penis means a lot more than it does. And so people get nervous about it in the same way that like a lot of girls will be like, are you a boob guy or a butt guy? You know, because like you want to feel better about yourself if you have bigger boobs or a bigger butt or whatever. And the truth is like, we should all just be like a body person. Like you like, love somebody's body, love every curve, love every inch, love every whatever it is because it's their body and it causes them to breathe and live and function. And so I don't know the size questions. It seems to be a very big concern for a lot of men, and that sucks. That fucking sucks. I feel bad. I can't imagine. I can't imagine having that kind of stress about something that somebody can't see. Like for us, you don't know the exact size of my boobs by looking at my chest, but you can see them. You don't know the exact size of my butt by looking through my pants, but you can see it. But penis, it's like, I feel like because it's a secret, it's a reveal that they don't know and they don't feel adequate and all of that. So Cena says, I like a warm body. Me too. Me too. I prefer a warm body to a cold body for sure. As creepy as that just sounded. Thanks, Amanda, for the question. Dirt Hagen's in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, hey, Roxy, hope you're doing well. Your hair looks great today. Thanks. Can't wait to hear the no pants story, please. Laugh my ass off. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this was in college. I was a sophomore, maybe a junior. I was living in my apartment. I lived there was this apartment on the road called, there was a frat on the road called Bop, and behind Bop, there was this one apartment building. So on all of sorority fraternity row, there's really only one apartment building, and it was mine. There was 4 different units in it, and it was straight up on the row, and it was so lucky to be able to live there. And I lived there with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 other, 4 other girls, and some of them being my closest friends, and it was fucking fun and amazing. So I was living there already, so it was either my junior year or my senior year, that means, because I only moved there my junior year. So I was living there with some girls, and we were like partying always, and having the best time, living with your best girlfriends on the row in college, so fucked up. And going to during finals week, I had a final for my, I think it was lighting class, for one of my theater classes. I think it was a lighting course. And we had been partying all night because I knew that I didn't need to study that hard for this because I was doing really well in the course, and I understood the logistics of everything, and I was ready to take the final. I was already getting an A in the class, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to get really, really fucked up. It's finals week. Everybody's partying. And so we went out, and we were out all night until 4 or something in the morning. My final, I think, was at 7 or 8. So I went home. I went to bed. I put on this sweatshirt, this big sweatshirt. Actually, still have the sweatshirt. It's a big gray sweatshirt, and is my dad's, so it's big on me. And then my alarm went off the next day, and I snoozed it. And all of a sudden I look over, and it's fucking my final starting. And I was like, shit. And I was probably like a 15-minute walk from campus. And then from campus, it was deep into campus. And so I just got up and ran out the door. I grabbed my backpack and I ran out the fucking door. And then I got to my final, and it wasn't until I got there that I realized, like, I have no pants on. I just walked through the entire campus, and luckily the sweatshirt like covered my butt, but when I was walking, not really. I just had no pants on. I showed up, and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And I remember I think I texted my girlfriend to bring me like something to tie around my waist or something. It was just incredible. I took the final. I did well, but I took the final with no pants on. I like tried to put the sweatshirt over my knees, sitting up like this, like with my knees here. It was absurd. My roommates were all like, "What the fuck? That is unbelievable." So yeah, that's the time that I went to class with no pants on, just a sweatshirt. I've had better moments. I've had worse moments. Streamlabs in your questions, comments, concerns, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What is it that you guys want to know? All right, in the Streamlabs, we got one coming in from Leonard Kim, who says, yes, I've always been intrigued by LA and thought it would be a fun place to live. The pandemic really fortified those desires. Interesting. A lot of people during the pandemic figured out that they wanted to live somewhere else, I feel like. So I'm hoping to make it happen. Thanks for asking. What are some of the activities you do when you visit Hawaii? He says you would want to do when you visit Hawaii. I don't know. Because I've never been. I feel like mostly I just want to go to the beach, walk around, something about a volcano. I really don't know. I just have always been so intrigued by Hawaii and want to go because my mom always wanted to go too. Be in the water. I just love beach vacations too. So anything like that. Hitman Hudson in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, so I saw Dune last night, and for the most part, the movie was Dune, right? 8.25 out of 10. Wow, I didn't know we did 2.25s here. Also, I joined the speech and debate team at my college, and I'm writing a speech about disability and police brutality that I'm very excited about. Wow, can't wait to hear more of your findings on that. That's awesome about speech and debate team. Congratulations on that, Hitman Hudson, and keep us posted on everything. John Lestrina in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, chances are sooner or later we're going to be behind bars or buried in a ditch somewhere, but not today. Dominic Toretto. Family, baby, family. Yes, John Lestrina, and everything you bring to the table. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, young in that I've had people die earlier than 59. But yeah, still young. Yeah, of course, people have died earlier than 59. People die at 1 second old. Some people don't even make it to a second. But it's still 50. That doesn't mean that 59 is not young, you know? I think you agree. Anyhow, I'm just feeling thankful for my life. Yeah, me too. And all the stuff that's happened to me. Thanks for letting me be a weirdo always, Glenn. You're my favorite weirdo. And still letting me grow and accept that I'm still kind of cool. You are absolutely cool, Glenn. Glenn also says, I hope you continue breathing in. Oh, I heard boogers. Golden sparkles. Bring in love and blow and love and blow out stress and yucky energy. I said, bring in love and blow. Bring in love and blow. With every inhale and exhale to break apart and remove all types of energetic blockages so you can attain balance, get to experience happiness and joy. Uriday. That's what everybody say. Thanks, Glenn, for that support. Appreciate you, my dear. Also in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Amanda says, well, watching, I saw that you said size doesn't matter. Did you always think that, or was there a certain experience that made you think that? So it's not just point blank that size doesn't matter. It's that there's a bunch of things that matter. The most important is connection. I think that size can help if like what you're looking for, how you use your size feels good for somebody. But then there's also toys and all that stuff. So it's not that size doesn't matter at all. It's that there's so many aspects that matter. You know, it's not the only thing, and people look at it like it's the only thing. On top of that, was the experience that made me think that, I think just the fact that of the men that I've been with, I am not sitting here being like, the bigger the penis, the more I enjoyed it. That's just not how it's been for me at all. So yeah, I just don't feel that way. Streamlabs in. Any other questions, comments, concerns, thoughts? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Would love to hear from you all. Yeah, let me know what you're thinking or questions you have for your own personal self or about me or about anything going on. To talk a little bit more about James Michael Tyler, who send bunnies if you're a Friends fan in here. Gosh, there's so many things. There's so many episodes that I feel like Gunther just stole the whole show. But when you have somebody like that who you were with for years of your life, I mean, like, and I don't mean with, obviously, his castmates and his family, those are the people who are probably the most gutted. But when you live with somebody for that long, in terms of they're on your screen for that long, you guys know Friends is my favorite show of all time. He is the most heavily featured person that's not one of the 6 friends. And he was on my screen for 10 years, and I've rewatched the show dozens of times. When there's somebody who lives with you for that long and has brought you so much joy, made you laugh so hard, taken your worst days and made them bearable, tolerable, you owe that person so much. And I don't mean like pay up. I just mean like I have so much appreciation for him and love for him, and just thanks for him. And so, yeah, to all of you guys in here, to Kurt Higgins and Star Gonzalez and Chris Martinez and Mohammed Belsi and Scott Welsh and Jeremy Miller and Glenn Caesar and everybody who's sending in bunnies. I'm sure you feel what I feel with this one, where it's just like he didn't come to the reunion, and that was so sad to not see him at the reunion. And so we knew that it was serious. And then when he did his morning interview, I think it was either with the Today Show or something, said the reason that he didn't show up to the reunion and he just Skyped in or did it digitally is because he didn't want to bring it down. He didn't want to bring it down. That was a celebration. And he didn't want this to be about him and his cancer, because he knew that it was going to take his life, and he was hoping to just make it to 59, he said, and he did do that. But even that moment to decide to not show up, to feel like you don't want to bring down the energy of a celebration. So even in that moment, he chose our happiness. He chose our entertainment. Every day that he showed up to set, he chose our entertainment, our joy. And it's just fucking sad. It's sad that this is what he is known for the most. And then people always were like, why don't I see him in more things or whatever it is? And that he's just, we always thought just like he has so much more life to live and just so much more. And for him to die of cancer, I'm just fucking tired of this disease, as I know many of you guys are. It's fucking exhausting. And I'm so grateful to him. And thank you guys for letting me talk about that for a minute. I was really, when I saw it pop up on my phone, because we knew it was coming. We just didn't know when. You hope that somebody can just outrun something, but sometimes it's impossible. And I saw it and I was like, oh, fucking today. Shit, man. Shit. Streamlabs in. Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts on any of this or anything else going on. Leonard Kim says in the Streamlabs, any script updates, auditions, new gigs lined up, etc. Also, I don't know if you caught it on SNL, but SNL was great last night. I didn't see last night's. I've seen every other episode of the season. It was Jason Sudeikis as the devil on Weekend Updates. For me, rolling on the floor laughing. It's Jason Sudeikis who hosted yesterday. Damn, I gotta watch it. I will. I'm really liking SNL this season so far. So I definitely will watch that. Script updates. Working on a couple of things right now. The Hanukkah script is it's in pretty good shape. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with it, but it's in pretty decent shape. I'm working on another script right now as well that I'll tell you guys more about when I can tell you more about it. So that's kind of script updates. Auditions, there's been like none recently. Yeah, I just really need reps who actually see me and care about me and give a shit about me and believe in me. And I just have never fucking had that. So I got to figure that out. But no, auditions have been slim recently. And then other shit wise, I think I'm seeing the movie on Tuesday. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. The first cut of it, that will be wild. That would be wild. So that. Yeah. Thanks for asking. Appreciate you, Leonard Kim. Jasmine in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Sorry, I keep rubbing my eyes, guys. I'm just like fucking hungover. Jasmine says, to get in on the conversation, on the convo, from my experience, I've maybe actually had better sex with guys who were small or very small since they knew they had to compensate for it in oral or in other ways. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like a lot of times people who have smaller penises, like know how to use their hands better, their fingers better, their tongues better, whatever, like things like that. So, but it's not one size fits all. It's different for everybody. Thank you for getting in on the conversation, Jasmine. I appreciate you. And to a special shout out to all of our ladies in here. I know that sometimes the rock stars are predominantly male, and we got some really badass chicas in here. So I'm grateful for every single fucking one of you guys, man, woman, non-binary person, everybody who's in here, anybody who's a rock star. Fuck yeah. But this is a special shout out to the ladies because y'all are the shit. Send bunnies for our chicas. Send bunnies, send bunnies, send bunnies. I'm curious from our guys in here who are gay if they feel like penis size matters. Or also, as men who have sex with men, do they know that their own penis size doesn't matter as much as somebody would think it does based on having sex with other men? Let me know. To our gay friends in here, you guys might have better insight into this than I do. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Getting any last minute question, comments, concerns. We are going to be getting out of here relatively soon. I will be live tonight for the World Girls as we're going to be talking about Dune and also our favorite sci-fi movies. And I'll probably throw in some TV shows. And then also, I am going to be live at the Roxy all week next week, World Girl Wednesday. I'm excited for you guys to see our Horror Nights episode on Wednesday. I just watched a new cut of it. It's really fucking good. It's really good. So I'm looking forward to that. And on Friday for Only Stupid Answers and Tuesday for SEN for the morning show. Let's see what else is going on in the Streamlabs before we kick it. Jake Yakavetta says, any chance you might get a last minute part in the movie that Andrew Guy and Sarah Stretton are going to be shooting in Colombia? No, I'm not in that movie. And I'm really looking forward to them doing that. I'm excited for them. I'm really excited for them. I think it's going to be great. I know a couple other people in that film too, but no, that one's not me. I'm stoked for Drew and Stretz. I think it's awesome. They're going to be in a movie together too. I hope they become friends. Not that they aren't friendly already, but just that'd be cool for me. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider says, being unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, and fully unique, makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near. You're remarkable. I like remarkable. A priceless treasure and an inspiration. Thanks, Glenn. Glenn also says, may you find your never-ending fountain of happiness and joy. Get to drink from it whenever, wherever you can. I hope you remember to say to yourself, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm fully unique, I'm worthy. My story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Wow, Glenn, you're the best. Thank you, my dear. And you guys, I hope you remember to say that to yourselves as well. Glenn's reminders aren't just for me, they're for all of us. Who drinks their waters cold and who drinks them room temperature? I ask because I always keep some in the fridge and then some out because both Dee and Steph prefer their waters room temp. I think that's bizarre, but you do you. And I got to accommodate for the chicas. What else is going on in the Streamlabs? A couple last minute things running on through. Appreciate you guys for getting these in. Mike K in the Streamlabs says, well, I'm a gay man here. Hi, Mike. I will say size doesn't matter to me, but I will say that a bigger one is more visually stimulating to me. Oh, interesting. And most guys I've seen with it doesn't matter to them either. Also, as a man with a micro penis, that is something I look for. So Mike, so you have a micro penis, so you look for other men with micro penises because you like that, or what do you mean by that? And also, interesting that it's more visually stimulating to you. I remember when what the fuck was that show called? Sex Life came out, and there was that one guy with that fucking hung penis, and everybody was like, "Holy shit!" I will say there is some kind of like a not feeling wise, but visually, there is some kind of a shock factor if you ever. There's like a wow, what is that thing? When it's just like visually very, very large. So I know I get what you're saying on that. It doesn't like do it for me, but I hear you on that. Any more questions, comments, concerns? Send them into the Streamlabs. Thanks to our friend Mike for helping me answer that. Glenn Caesar says, may you breathe in more golden sparkles of love as you inhale and blow out the stress and yucky energy whenever, wherever you need to in each of your days, your weeks, months, and even your years. Oh, singing that one after Gunther. Remember, we're all still alive, so be you a sparkling diamond. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Getting out of here, friends. Getting out of here. Much love to all of you guys. Shout out to everybody in here in the chat. Thank you guys for joining. Oh, I do think a couple last minute Streamlabs are rolling through. Get in those Streamlabs before we leave. Leonard Kim in the Streamlabs says, speaking of, do you prefer your Reese's room temp, refrigerator, or frozen? I prefer them cold, but sometimes room temp just hits the spot. Can't explain it. Yeah, I like them room temp best, but I do like them cold too. I like them always. It's the same way that I like my Girl Scout cookies and stuff. Definitely like them always. Interesting question. You guys are so fun today. Thank you guys for being here and helping me through my hangover and broken heart over James. Appreciate y'all. Another Streamlabs rolling through. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Strider. Apollo showing up. What's up, Apollo? Paul through JP says, fam, how's your Sunday going? What are you going to be for Halloween? We should go as peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Thoughts? Okay, Apollo, I'll bite. What are we going to wear to be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Are we one? We're one sandwich? Or is one of us peanut butter, one of us is jelly? I actually I was really excited because there was this costume I really wanted. And then I found it was way too big. And then I tailored it. My friend Sarah came over and we're both the seamstresses. So we tailored it. And now it fits really nice. And so I can't wait for that. Where I'm going to be wearing it, that's a different question. But you guys will see. And I think any of you guys who've been paying attention to me this year could guess. If you really have been paying attention to me this year, I think you could guess my Halloween costume. But you'd have to have been paying attention. I'll give you that. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Mike K says, well, I look for guys who don't care about size because if they do, they may not want me as I have a micro penis. And yes, I think just a big one looks hotter. Ha ha ha. That's funny. And interesting that you like want what you have because then you know that maybe they don't care about that. That's a fair thought. Thanks for sharing with us. Paul 3JP says, I mean, if you're my date, we can go as one sandwich. I'm all about that. Sounds like the least sexy costume of all time. I have to tell you guys, since I was a kid, I like looking good on Halloween. I don't like looking spooky. I don't like looking scary. I don't like looking silly. I like looking pretty. I like looking hot. I like looking princessy or otherwise. Like I really like looking good on Halloween. So I ain't trying to be no sandwich. Steph sometimes does really goofy ones or like intense things. Same thing with D. I like to look very pretty on Halloween. Like the vain bitch that I am. Let me be. Yeah, Scott Welsh says Emma Fife and her boyfriend Wanda and Vision were 100. I know. They were fucking great. I saw that. It was awesome. It was really awesome. All right, getting out of here. Thank you to everybody in here who was watching today. Shout out to Glenn Caesar, Scott Welsh, Matt Munoz, John Get Bent. Happy 2021. Wow, happy 2021 to you too. Jake Yacovetta, Tina Bigelow, Manny Gonzalez, to Emmanuel Akinola, Third Turd, Jeremy Miller, John Perillo, Langley M. Neely, Mark Jason Ali, Adam Rodriguez, Kurt Hagens, Redford Reddington, Paul Morgan, Carolina Figuera, Star Gonzalez, Ben Chan, and everybody else showing up to give their support. Appreciate y'all. See you tonight for World Girls. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down your toilet seat and lid. Check your internet. You can do so by blowing on it. Make sure you make your bed, no matter what Grammy says. Don't tremble the Holocaust. Brett Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor. All three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. And I'll see you guys for The World Girls on youtube.com/The World Girls tonight at 7. Later.